How does a blind person mow the lawn? Hey friends, I wanted to share with you today how I mow our yard. I'm going to show you both how I was taught to mow the yard during adjustment to blindness training, and also how I do mow the lawn, because I don't really care for the way that I was taught how to do it. So first of all, this is our Ego mower. My husband and I chose to go to an electric mower because I was really unable to start the mower, and oftentimes I had to call neighbors and ask for help when we had a gas mower. And also, I have rheumatoid arthritis in addition to my blindness, so having an electric mower meant that it was lighter and that I could start the mower independently without someone else helping me with the grip strength and having to pull really hard on that gas starter. This is the battery, one of the larger batteries. The batteries are a bit heavy, for the larger ones anyway, but it is manageable for me. When it's charged, it'll show a green light. I don't know if that's visible on the camera, but when you push this little round button on the one end of it, and the way that you put it in, I'm gonna go on the back of the mower so that you guys can see. There's a lid here, you lift it up. The side with kind of the stripe, it's like a tactile stripe here, goes down into the mower. There are like tracks that it sits on. The top with the circle that you can push to see whether it has battery or not, that is at the top facing up. And then you just push it gently into that space, close the lid, and then the way that you start it is on the handle side, the very middle, there is kind of a rounded rectangular button. It's bright green on a black surface. And so you push that rectangular button, and at the same time, there's a bright green handlebar. It's a very thin, more narrow handlebar, separate from the larger handlebar, and you pull that handlebar. Future Nicole here. When you do both of those things, it turns on the engine and the blades. If I let go of that handlebar, the machine shuts off, but I am also able to power the machine to like move it from place to place with the two right and left buttons. I can still push them to use the power of the battery to move the mower. We have a really tall hill, so that's one way that I do utilize that. And then there is an adjuster for the speed that the mower goes if you are not just pushing it manually, but rather using the power to assist you. I oftentimes will use the power assist, but I'll use it very, very slowly because as you'll see, I mow the lawn a lot slower than my husband, who is fully sighted. I choose to push the mower as a sighted person would push the mower, but I go really slowly in case there is an obstacle that I run into or so that I can also adjust my direction as I'm going. And I also, this might be TMI, I don't know, but I also feel for dog poop while I'm walking. I have a guide dog and we have a pet dog as well. Both are large breed dogs. My guide dog is a black Labrador retriever and our pet dog is a standard poodle. And so there are plenty of landmines. So I do pick up as I'm mowing and as I encounter things. So here we go. The other thing I forgot to share is that I have oculocutaneous albinism. What that means is that I lack melanin pigment in my skin, hair, and eyes. So you will notice that I have pretty much head to toe coverage in UPF protective clothing. You might also notice that a lot of my clothes are black. I've noticed that keeping my clothes black or in a darker color really helps a lot with glare. So now we'll get started. Okay, I do not have a mic, so I'm hoping that I'm able to speak loudly enough for you guys. This is my long white, quote unquote, long purple cane. It's from Ambutech. I personally love the pretty colors. So I wanted to show you how I was taught to mow the yard during adjustment to blindness training. So this would be like the safe, proper way to do it, especially if you are newly blind or you're in a space that you're not very familiar with. And we've been in this home for 13 years. So I'm pretty used to the house and I'm pretty used to the yard because my husband allows me to mow the yard most of the time because I love it. I find it kind of a zen activity, and I also love geeking out about like lawn care nut stuff. So this is how they taught me to mow the lawn during adjustment to blindness training. I'm going to position myself with the mower behind me. I'm going to use my cane in front of me in order to know what's ahead and in order to find any obstacles that exist in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and start the mower and go a few steps with my long cane. use my cane in front of me, and I'm going to walk diagonally through my yard, pulling the mower behind me. Also super uncomfortable from the perspective of my rheumatoid arthritis. So what I prefer to do is push the mower just like a sighted person would do, but to do it very slowly. I don't mind that. It gives me time to myself. It gives me time to listen to podcasts or to videos, and it's just quiet time. I do start to mind it when it gets to be August in Minnesota, and usually then my husband is pretty kind about taking over. That's how I do it. So one more thing. I always make sure to get the dogs in the house before I mow. Figaro is out here sunbathing, just on the ground. Mocha's already in the house. So I'm gonna get Fig in the house and then I will get started. Come on, Figgy. During this clip, you'll see me mowing at regular speed. During the time that I've been talking and that the music is playing, I will have mowed about 1.5 stripes of our lawn. Now you'll see me mow at 8 times that speed. During this time, I mow about 12 diagonal lines. Landscaping that is a bit curvy, so I largely just feel the edge of that landscaping with the left side of my mower. And then when I'm going along the fence on the 2 sides of the yard, I can go right along the fence or the edge, and usually I would do the edge first, so I'm doing this a little out of order today for the sake of the video. Then in the back of our yard and in the corner of our yard, we have landscaping. That all has a natural edge. So the edge of that is, it goes down where the turf ends and the, basically the planting area begins. I will just show you real quick here, because this is a rock garden. It has a round curve and then it goes directly into our patio, so the patio edge is actually straight. All of the edge mowing segments will be shown at 2 times regular speed. Next, I'm going to show you how I mow the edge of the lawn on the 2 sides, which butts up to an aluminum fence. I basically just line the left side of the mower up with the fence and then go really slowly and adjust as needed. So I'm going to show you how I mow the natural edge over here with our corner garden, since it also has kind of a curvy design to it. This is a natural edge, which means that I dig a slightly deeper area to prevent the turf from going into the garden. It's a nice way to edge, and it gives me a tactile way of knowing where the lawn ends and the garden begins. You might see the mower kind of look like it's going through the daylilies, but that is because the garden edge is underneath the daylilies. Oh, you guys.
Yes?
I can't mow. Okay, go potty, Mocha. He's not? Okay. Can you tell me before I get to it? It's close. It's over here somewhere.
He's like right on the edge of the shade, I think.
Toward you?
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Oh, I found it.
Okay. Do you see your happy dog?
Huh?
Your happy laddie?
No. Is he in the grass?
Nope. Patio Sunday.
What?
Patio Sunday.
Aw. Well, that was a good example of reality because Mocha really had to poop, and so Devin let him out, and I was like, I can't mow if he's out here, but he really had to go to the bathroom, and so you also heard Devin trying to like verbally help me locate the poop to pick up, which is a regular occurrence. Otherwise, like the kids and Devin sometimes come outside and just they pick up also, so it's just a faster process. As you can see, I'm going really slow because I'm incrementally adjusting the mower so that it feels the edge of the natural edging there where the turf meets the garden. So it is a pretty slow process for me to mow the lawn, but I like it because it's me time and it's something that is just super relaxing. And my family doesn't care. Like, they don't mind it because then they don't have to be outside doing it. So it's a win-win. All right, time to finish mowing. Specific area with respect to mowing, we have edged circles around our 2 flowering crabapple trees. So they also have a natural edge, and I'm able to follow that edge just like I do the back planting area and the corner garden. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of the tree circles. Circles are actually my least favorite because I kind of find that I get dizzy. But I go around them probably, what for me is 3 times, what for other people is probably about 2.5 times, just because I tend to try to overlap so that I don't miss anything. When I mow, I usually bag our lawn clippings, and because I also maintain the area outside of our fence, I tend to throw these over the back. Several times during the summer, I go back there and I deal with any weeds, which is a lot of what it is. And I also have some stepping stones back there. So I just clear those off and make sure that everything looks nice. So here's the finished product. There are a lot of areas that we have reseeded just to hopefully grow in some of the dog spots. And we know perfectly well that fall is the best time to do that. I really don't care. I'm gonna do it in the fall also. So my next step actually is to go down there and water, because while I was gone, I forgot to tell someone to water. So no one watered for me because I forgot to tell them to. Anyway, I hope that that was helpful for any of you who might want to either try mowing yourself or who just want to know how a blind person does it. And if you want to try mowing, go for it. You can do it. And whatever way is best for you to keep your orientation, that's the way you do it. Thanks for watching. Here are today's least epic moments. Ow! Oh my gosh, I need to cut that stupid tree branch off. Oops. A little rough there. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Join me and Figaro on all socials at The Blind Mom Next Door.